This is a pretty big loss for you, man.
Yeah, my big air compressor that runs the drills and the jackhammers and everything.
Yeah.
All the tools, lathes, yeah, and all my family stuff.
Yeah,
everything from my grandma, personal stuff and everything. And then I realized it's all gone. So I have to start over again. Just a big letdown. Haven't gotten really any sleep. Just right now, I'm just like overwhelmed. Yeah, I'm like, I don't even know what to do. So it's sort of like that. So
we did it. Guys, I got bad news. Tragedy struck last night out at old Alan's compound. Caught on fire. A big fire. He has a shop out there where he had all of his tools, all of his, pretty much Alan's life savings in parts, tools, equipment. We're not sure how the fire started yet. It was either lightning, they're still investigating, but a helicopter got out there in time to be able to put out the one building, dropped like 10 or 12 buckets of water on it, and they got the main fire out, but now there's a huge mess, and it sucks. It sucks because Alan was making a lot of progress out there, and he called me last night just heartbroken. I mean, this is you gotta understand, like I said, just like you have a savings account, your life savings, this is Alan's life. And this is like the second or third time there's been a major fire out there. Seems like every 10 or 15 years there's a massive fire, and the guy just can't catch a break. So we're loading up all the tools and equipment right now, trucks, tractors, everything to go out there and lend him a hand, because Alan's obviously family and he's one of us, and we're not gonna let this get him down. In fact, we're gonna spin this into something positive. I don't know what it is yet, but I know that somehow, some way, Alan's gonna come out of this stronger than before this happened, so. What's up, Dave?
Yeah!
Is everything all right, man? You're acting like a real diva. I got something for you.
Get me down!
Good. And how do you feel?
Feel fine, how do you feel?
I feel like my work here is done.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, guys, listen. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm an absolute diva if I don't get my vitamins, minerals, and my correct supplements. And how do I do that? Easy, right here. We've talked about them before, we're talking about them now, and we're gonna continue to talk about Athletic Greens because this is important stuff. You see, if I had to recommend that people take only one supplement, it would definitely be this. Why? Because this isn't just one supplement. This is like 75 different vitamins, minerals, nutrients, superfoods, probiotics, prebiotics, literally all the stuff that our bodies are craving that most of us aren't getting in our diets. However, right here, literally one scoop of Athletic Greens AG1 and bam, you are set to go. For me, I've noticed an increase in focus, better mood, better energy, better gut health, and just overall more sustainable energy, focus, and happiness throughout the day. And it's literally from one scoop of this every single day. So if I forget to take it, as you can see, I turn into a little bit of a diva. So guys, I want you to get in on this because this is super easy and it's super good for you. Now here's the deal. Athletic Greens sponsors the channel. They help us make all these videos that cost a lot of money to make, and in turn, they provide you guys with ridiculously good deals on awesome supplements. For example, if you click the link in my description below right now, place an order for Athletic Greens, they're gonna give you 5 free travel packs with the regular container that you purchased, plus a 1-year supply of vitamin D, absolutely free. All you gotta do is click the link in my description below, place your order, bam, it's that easy. Guys, this stuff works, I swear by it, and I'm continue to talk about it. Like I said, if you only take one supplement, make sure it's AG1 by Athletic Greens. It's happened, so it's gonna be interesting. It's a little chaotic right now. The format of this video might be all over the place because we got trucks and dudes running all over the place trying to get out there and get this cleaned up as quickly as possible to show Alan our support and to get his compound project back on track. So right now I've got the 10x10 Hemet loaded up with a scrap container. We're gonna take that to the top of the hill. Alan doesn't think it's gonna make it. I think it's gonna make it. He's afraid the road's too tight and too windy. So we're gonna take that up there, and then we're taking the Sani with the CMP grapple on it. We're taking another 4x4 cargo truck, army truck. So we'll have plenty of vehicles and equipment up there to be able to kind of get him, you know, cleaned up and get all the crap off the mountain and get his project back on track. But this is a sad day for Alan, so we're gonna try to turn it around and make it a happy day. As happy as we can anyways.
Drone footage I've seen this was pretty gnarly.
Just a big letdown. At least it didn't spread to any place else. That would have been a lot more of a pain. But I'm really surprised. I don't really know how it could have really started. I'm not really sure. Haven't gotten really any sleep last night. I was out watching it get until it would die down enough, and then when you're through that, then when you got home to try to sleep, you just can't sleep because you still got all the stress. Like you can see, it was still not completely out. Woo. So, and then realizing that all the stuff that you put together that was probably in the next few months was going to be used for the other building and some of the other projects. And then I realized it's all gone, so I have to start over again. I've had to start over completely once and a partial start over a second time, and now this one's gonna be a little more than a partial because the main shop was destroyed. So I have to figure out what to do from here, because there's a few tools and stuff right now that will shut down this project until they're replaced. Well, let me shut this water off, and then I got to do some more sorting.
All right, so I just made it to the top of Troll Mountain with the 10x10 with the dumpster on the back of it. Alan was convinced that I was not going to be able to make it because this last turn over here is really sharp. And as you can see, I found a couple rocks, kind of dinged that up, but it's all good. There is a little gouge in the sidewall, but I don't think it's leaking because just this little rock outcropping right here. Right there. So Hunter is behind me in the Sani 155 with the grapple, and this is going to make quick work of the cleanup that we got to do up here, because originally we were going to try to do it on like a 12-foot bed of the 4x4 LMTV. This is going to be way, way better. We'll throw everything in there. This truck is like literally one of the most impressive vehicles I've ever driven in my entire life, and one of the most enjoyable, and it's the only military vehicle that I've ever driven with AC, and the AC works damn good, like really, really well. So it's good. We're up here. Here's Al. How you feeling, buddy?
Well, I could feel better, but I'm very, very glad to have Dave on my side.
It smells crispy up here.
Yeah, and in fact, it was all basically died out and was gone, but then suddenly the wind kicked up and a couple little fires inside.
Oh, really?
Just a little here and there.
Hot spots.
Yeah.
So
You have some water?
we got some water coming up on the LTV. Yeah, so yeah, poor guy. But he's keeping pretty good spirits about this whole situation, all things considered. Like I said before, this is Alan's life. He's been working on this project for 25 plus years, and he's had some serious setbacks, fire being the main one. I think, like I said, this is maybe the second, maybe even third fire he's had up here. He just keeps going. So, but now he's got a whole team to back him up and help him. For the longest time, he's been doing this by himself because his family doesn't really care. They don't really love this project. So we're his family on this project now, and we care. We want to see it get done, and I know you guys do too. So, all right, so we got some really high-tech stuff going on right now. We have the drone operator's hut. Here. Is that what's happening, or are you playing with your belly button?
Dude, there's no shade up here. Look around.
I know, trust me. I know. The only shade that was here burnt to the ground.
And it's working incredibly.
The thing is, you don't see how much damage there is because you don't understand how packed full that was.
Correct, yeah. I mean, and it was packed. I mean, I only caught a glimpse of it last time we were up here, but...
Like family stuff, personal stuff, tools, like you name it, it was in there. Which, so even though, guys, I mean, the carnage, you can tell it's bad, but I don't think you understand just how bad it really is until you look back at some of the previous shots that we got of in here before. Now we're literally going to bring a grapple and just claw it out of there, throw it in the steel container, and tear it down.
Are we going to try to sift through any of it? Like,
Yeah, he wants to sift through some of it, but he's going to point what needs to be picked through.
Yeah.
But for the most part, we're not going to try to sift because it's hot
and it's
still on fire.
Hard.
Yeah.
It's toast.
It's still on fire all the way
Yeah,
over
it's still
there. I was in
burning.
that building and all of a sudden caught fire again. So
Do you see the portal to hell is burning right there at the front of the garage? Yeah, there's a hole with the flames coming out of it. So the last piece of the puzzle we're waiting for right now is Hunter to get to the top with the Sani with the grapple on it, because that's going to be doing the bulk of the work. As you guys can see, the fire's still hot. It's still burning pretty aggressively inside there, but it's contained, which is why they're not fighting it anymore. So there's Hunter right there. Right there. I think we'll get done in a day or two what would have taken Alan, no joke, probably at least a year. Especially since there's some emotional connections to all this stuff, so he'd be up here kind of like sorting through and sifting through and just not being super efficient with his time, whereas we're gonna push the process along to help him get ahead on this project rather than letting this be a setback. I'm dead set on spinning this into something positive, and I know we will. It's gonna be good, even though it's really bad.
Is there any loaded ammunition in this facility?
Except for Fat Man and Little Boy, we're good.
What's that?
I believe those are the bombs that we dropped on Japan.
Jeez, Al. So where were you at when
I
you
was
found out?
in Centerville, left, and then I got a phone call. So I had left here about an hour and a half.
Who called you?
My friend Les. remember?
Yeah. This is still burning. Just kind of burning. Are these full of fuel or?
They were mostly not. They were like empty cans that, but there was like some stuff in them. There was like oil cans, grease, and there's the ambulance all on its side.
So you guys, we'll flash back to when we first toured this place.
It's hard to see, but it's like a mess. There's a very rare M880 ambulance.
Oh, really? Oh,
That was one of the 3 that were in the movies.
Oh.
This one right here has the stuff for the 5-ton trucks and the 2.5-ton trucks. It's hard when you're by yourself and you're doing all of this to keep everything nice and tidy.
This was like loaded to the gills with tools, equipment, parts, supplies. It wasn't a wasteland like this.
Yeah, and all my family stuff.
Yeah, your
everything from my
personal
grandma,
belongings
personal stuff and everything. Because all that was being stored in here until this would get done, and then a lot would go here, and then a bunch was going to go into the storage bunker, and then some was going to go back into this. So
They were dropping water by helicopter?
One hole in the roof.
yeah, that area right there was where the I had that Lexan plastic so I could have a little light coming in. So
What kind of helicopter was it? Black Hawk?
I don't remember. I've got footage of it.
This is a pretty big loss for you, man.
Yeah, my big air compressor that runs the drills and the jackhammers and everything.
Yeah.
All the tools, lathes, drill press. Like I said, all personal things, archery stuff, all the parts for the military trucks, a lot of antique military parts in here, a full fastenal, basically set up of nuts, bolts, and everything and then the little building over there, I don't know how that got, you can see it's all still sealed up. Yeah. I had all the ATVs in it to rebuild. Oh. And there was one just rebuilt. Yeah, and there was another 4x4 that was brand new in there that just needed some head work. And another one, so.
This is fire number 3 up here?
Yeah, well,
Devastating number 2?
3 actually, because there was one at the bottom before I had up here that wiped me out completely. That was 1997, and then in 2007 or 2008 there was one that I had actually had my place all pre-burned down there, so nothing could happen, but a wildfire came and they stopped it, and then they left and the winds kicked up again, and an ember jumped over and landed, guess where? Right into my shops. And took out the shops. All the vehicles and everything around were okay, but the shop and the parts building and the parts trailer, all the main stuff all burned.
So you're still not sure whether this was lightning or something else?
Yeah, I was just leaving, heading down the hill when the wind hit. It was so bad I couldn't even see. It was throwing rocks up on the side, and I had to hold my hat down, and I could just look right down and make sure I wasn't riding the ATV off the side of the road. I was almost thinking to myself to just stay and wait in this building until it was over with, but I was already out there.
Yeah. Are we
and
the whole building down?
Yeah. There's nothing. There's no like fixing any of this here. So it's one of my apricot trees. For some reason, apricot trees and whatever that tree is right there.
Apricot?
What are you saying
Apricot.
right now?
I think he's trying to say apricot.
Apricot,
Say it
apricot,
again.
apricot, apricot, whatever.
So it's an apricot tree.
Yeah.
Like the one with the fruit with the apricots that you eat?
Yes.
Okay. You're making it sound like the Epcot Center at Disney World. I feel like this could turn into something good. Because we're gonna make it turn into something good. Sometimes you just gotta force it to turn into gold.
It's really hard because I've gone through it several times and I'm not as young as I was.
Yeah, but now you have a bigger support group than you ever have, so you're not gonna be doing this by yourself.
This generator is okay. Tank can still be used, but like that's gone. The vices will save. Try to get all the projectiles. They've got to be all separated out anyway because we don't want to send that any of that to scrap.
Right.
And then I get to see what's in here in a minute. I'm gonna take
Crack
the
it
little
open.
excavator and knock the door down.
Should we see Alan just go ham on his little building? This is gonna be a weird feeling.
This poor thing. I needed to fix it. I got my crack right here.
That's what you need to fix, Alan?
Yeah.
I gotta get this thing fixed. I got a little crack right there. Other than that, looks like a Ninja Turtle hand.
Go home and take a nap.
Take it down. The bucket does.
Oh.
Hey, you can't park there.
Yeah, I know. I realize that.
You know what I'm talking about? Like a Ninja Turtle of hands?
Yes.
That's exactly what it's fucking.
Rest in peace, all of Alan's junk.
Put it in my hand. Not moving my arms. All right, thanks.
So we've officially started the demo of Alan's garages here. There's a lot of stuff inside that he wanted to save, but it's just not salvageable. So we're basically scrapping just about everything. There's a few big things that he set to the side that he's gonna try to save, but the plan right now is to load the dumpster on the back of the Hemet here, haul it down to the bottom. We're gonna dump it and then just do multiple trips. We're gonna have a big scrap pile down at the bottom, which we can then haul with bigger scrap trucks and stuff like that. But since this is the truck that gets up and down the hill the easiest, we're gonna try to get all the stuff off the top of the hill, hopefully today. If not today, then it'll be tomorrow, but we'll be able to make pretty good progress today. And then Alan can determine, you know, what to do with all the scrap metal and everything like that. So moving along pretty good. About to take the first load down, and then once we have that system down, we'll be cruising. Necessarily how it's supposed to dump. See, we got the wrong hook on this container. This is this roll-off is made for like a high hook. This has got a low hook, but did the job just fine. This is sad. There's multiple four-wheelers in here that Alan got done rebuilding recently, apparently. It's just like all of his belongings. That's charred. All the metal's stuck up there right now. So we hooked to a stationary object. Hunter's climbing up there trying to find a place for this. Now I gotta try to somehow throw this to him. See your face? I did not know it was that bad. It's that bad.
It's almost like
Do we have drinks? All right, guys. That's a wrap for today. I believe we hauled 8 dumpsters of metal and debris and rocket shells and Allen goodies down the hill, right?
Yeah, I still am amazed that you were able to get that 10 by up here and turned around.
Yeah. 10 times, 8 times.
Yeah, 8 times.
Your property is not very conducive to U-turns in a 10 by 10.
Yeah, I hadn't planned on that.
We're gonna need to fix that. So, well, most of the debris is cleaned up. There's maybe one more load that you're gonna have to pick through, but you still have a bunch of trash through there that you're gonna kind of go through and make sure your shells and stuff, whatever you can save. So, it's the end of an era for you. On to bigger, better things. Like a giant pile of scrap you brought in your driveway.
Just a lot more work that I didn't need.
Yep. But it's also a lot more junk that you weren't ever gonna touch. Some of it.
A lot of it was going to be used.
I don't know.
Most of it that was in there was going to be used.
I'm just saying that this is a perfect opportunity to have a clean slate. Look, you got a fresh new parking area over there. Anyways, it's been a long day. We're all tired. We're all dirty. We're going to haul this one last load down to the bottom, haul some equipment out of here, and and I'm sure you'll see us back here again with another video. Also, Alan's gonna be covering this on his channel, and I believe you're gonna set up some sort of, we have our own idea that we're probably gonna release here soon of how to support you and your project, and because we have people that reach out all the time, they want to be able to figure out how they can support you. So I think we're gonna create a Totally Wizard shirt and sell it.
Just right now, I'm just like overwhelmed.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't even know what to do. So it's sort of like that. So
We did it. We started cleaning up. I mean, it's one foot in front of the next, right?
right.
So follow Alan's videos, guys, because he will have a link to his like Patreon and all these different things where you can provide him support directly. Like I said, we're gonna set something up where maybe we'll sell a shirt or something if you guys want to help support the Mountain Fortress Lab, get back on its feet and get going. We're obviously, our work out here is not done, but that's just giving you guys the opportunity to help because a ton of you have reached out, and I know a ton more are gonna reach out after this tragic video. So this is not the end. This is just the beginning for the Mountain Fortress Lab. I'm telling you, this is gonna be a good thing. You don't see it yet, but it's gonna be.
Gonna need a lot more block and concrete.
Well, better than, I'm gonna get into it. Let's go.
Hey guys, did you know that 61% of you are not subscribed? That's ridiculous. Get your act together. Click the button right here and subscribe. Thank you.